Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Harufah Kodash, all honors to the elders, the apostles, our great men, so that surely do well. Sanctification to the Akim that push this word of in sincerity and in truth. Alright, this is Brother Lamar, once again from Trinidad GMS. Alright, coming to do another quick hit, alright, as we just call it. Right, or a quick impromptu. Right now, the title of this video is the elders to provoke you onto good works. Alright, in the sense mostly every video that you watch now, with especially what El Apostle Taha does, I talking about being diligent, pushing that 3 videos a week. Alright, if you have to go to work, if you have 2 50 minutes breaks, instead of just lying with the boys over the cases, if you have to drive or if you have to do so, try your best to do a video. Now, some of that might be difficult for some people, but in the case, you have to know how to do your thing. You have to know how to um push this through. Alright, because the scripture did say in Isaiah 62, alright, that the Messiah has set watchmen upon thy walls. So all the elders trying to do really and truly is make sure you keep that fire burning. Alright? And really and truly it's to help yourself. Alright? It's to help yourself too. Alright, Isaiah 62 verse 6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silence. Alright, and part of you keeping not silence is actually being diligent for this work. It's actually you doing, and I believe the recent video I watched, he said, well, he was saying concerning, well, Ola men, is that, doing the works is not just putting up 3 videos a week. Doing the works is just not going out there and doing the works, right? But that was more for the older men, alright? So that'd be like camp leaders, men who, like, what do you say, 10 years, 15 years, looking up on men, basically it's like being a brother's keeper. Alright, I would say, that is not my position, whatever the case is, right? Because I very young in the truth, but even like for somebody who's like 2 3 years, 4 5 years, you have to look on men who younger than you, who, let me say, few months, whatever the case is too. So eventually is in the sense of being a brother's keeper. So doing the works is not only coming out there doing the works or doing videos. Doing the works also is the way how you carry about yourself, the way how you walk. Alright, is the way how being a light to the Gentiles. Hey, sometimes, well, people might watch the way how we might use certain languages and call that profane. Them don't know it's profane. Really and truly profane languages, worshiping these other gods, whatever the case is, but still establishing itself as a righteous man in the way of how the Most High, will want it to work. That is doing the works according to the laws of Most High and walking in faith with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Alright, but yeah, you understand? The elders provoke you unto good works. They come like a good torment. Alright? It says, verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So the same way how the elders was being diligent, alright, you have to show a diligence too. Try your best to walk in faith, always being on fire. They talk about, he spoke about men who come in and there's no on fire and basically die down. You don't need that. And one thing I myself would pray that don't happen to me, but everything is the will of the Most High. That don't mean to say I won't try, but The elders, all they're doing really and truly is provoking you onto good works. Alright? So is what's the word I was gonna use? I forget the slack, yeah. Alright, but going back into it, right? Hebrews 10 verse 24. It says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. Alright? So it says, let us consider one another to provoke, right? Unto love and to good works. Normally when somebody provoking you, it come like something annoying. You understand? But sometimes somebody will provoke you to do something out of love. You know, that you could do the right thing. You know, a brother might provoke a brother to do something because why you want them to do it. Alright? And I'll look up the meaning provoke. I'll go to this definition in the provoke, right?
Emulation. Definitions: the endeavor to equal or to excel another.
Hush, hush,
Provoke.
hush, hush, hush,
Definitions:
hush.
to provoke. Definitions: to cause provocation or anger.
Volume low. Anyway, all right. So three definitions here. It's a provoke to cause provocation or anger. Sometimes you might have to get somebody angry. Hey, really and truly. I'll use this in a term. I can remember it at times when I was young. My grandmother used to provoke me to do chores and that kind of thing. You get my anger, but guess what? When you're angry, you actually go and do it. You understand? You ain't being complacent. You ain't being in that calm state of mind because guess what? You ain't good to it. Right? So sometimes you have to get up off of your ass to go and try to do the right thing. Sometimes somebody will provoke you to go and do the right thing. They ain't provoking it to do the wrong thing. The elders not provoking it to do the wrong thing. They won't do that. The way how people try to demonize us, however the case is. Alright? The elders know the scriptures. Right? Because people say we basically encourage fornication when we talk about dealing with bitches and whatever the case is. Now, going to the plastic club or whatever the case is in the sense of, hey, we are talking about the spot. That ain't a sin. Alright? It's a men long ago that dealt with harlots. Alright? It ain't a transgression. Alright? But in the sense that basically I was watching a video that someone cut up, and really actually all the elders was basically talking about is a man being focused. Alright, if a bitch have to take you to the courthouse, which is something that you wouldn't want for maintenance, whatever the case is, well, alright, but so long as you try to keep focus. Because guess what? According to the law or the most high, it's not wrong for a man to have more than one wife. Alright, but the book of Timothy say a bishop or a deacon, let him be the husband of what? One wife. Why? So he can stay focused. Alright? And that provoking to the flesh because I know myself. Alright? One woman is like you're cussing me. My eyes, like how we just say it here in Trinidad, your eyes long, or is a woman, eyes are. I love woman, but guess what? Sometimes you have to know to cool it down. You have to take it down sometimes. Alright? Because trust me, all these different fruits, and you could only sample one. Hey, if you eat one thing too long, you'll get sick. Alright, who vex loss? Right? Who vex loss? Alright, it says to appeal, provoke, to call forth, to call into being or action, especially to incense the action. Alright, so yeah, the to call into being or in action. So that we hey, start to act, start to move, start to work. Alright, to incense to action, to faculate or passion, as love, hate, or ambition. Hence coming to incite as a person to action by a challenge. Alright? So yeah, the elders basically learn you, hey, take up that challenge of doing 3 videos, what you call it, if you could, do 3 videos a day. Alright? which will amount to 21 videos a week. It really actually it ain't hard. It might be easier for some men. All right, it might be more difficult for some men. The elders ain't going to hold a gun to your head, but at the end of it, really and truly, the Most High is the final judge. The elders is just basically the first judge, and Scripture say reverence his priest. The Scripture talk about in the law, what would the priest basically tell it to do? Any man who basically by what presumptuousness, whatever ain't do what the priest tell him to do, that man's soul shall utterly cut off. Alright, so the elders just provoking you unto good works. Alright, by taunts or by defiance to exasperate, to irritate, to offend intolerably, to cause, to retaliate. Alright, I read this definition here: provokement, to act that which provokes one who excites anger or other passions or excites action as a provoke of sedition. Alright, so really and truly, and that is it. Alright, that is it. The elders ain't going and provoke you to do the wrong thing. Even the Apostle Paul, um, Romans 11, verse 14, and guess what? This topic come to my head too. I remember is Elder Apostle Ariam Lab. I think when the elders was on the books, on the highways and the byways Saturday, before the live stream shut off, he was talking about basically, you know, all the elders was talking about videos, and they say even though some men they don't want to do a video, they'll get up and do it. And they said something about, hey, sometime a topic will come to you, and if you stick, sometime my brother do the video before you, and that hit me because the brother from Yahushua is coming back. He did something on the one above all and the living tribunal. You understand? And really and truly, I commented on the brother preacher. I said, Kill, you beat me to it again. Because, he did one on Thanos. Because the brothers in Trinidad, most of them who know, I always speak about the one above all and the living tribunal, comparing them to Yahushai and to the most, and Yahushai and Yahweh. Alright, in the sense that it's basically biblical. And in the sense that way the because Galactus was my boy, so them the fellas they used to really beat me down on Galactus, but I was showing the examples that Galactus, the way how he kind of represents the new side with his powers, right? If you watch, he attributes his powers and basically how he flies on a chariot, whatever the case is. I say scriptural, he kind of represents the new side. But then I went into the living tribunal, the one above all. The brother brought all these celestials. I looked that up, and all of that is scriptural. All these kind of things that they basically take it from the scriptures and twist it in a way. You understand? But yeah, the brother actually, so that one actually hit me. You understand? That one actually hit me like, yeah, truth. It's the truth. Alright, even our brother, he told me, he said, well, you notice everything that you're saying, basically, it coming out where the living tribunal and thing, because, the way, basically, I kind of compared it to scriptures. But the only thing is, the brother really said the living tribunal more come like the cherubim, the angel with the four faces in Ezekiel. Alright, so yeah. Right, so that one actually hit me. So Romans 11 verse 14, it says, if by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, I might save some of them. Right, so you're provoking them to emulation, right, or to good works, them which are his flesh, that he might save some of them, not that he will destroy them, is that he'll save some of them. Proverbs 27, one of my favorite precepts, 17. Alright, it says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Alright, but when it say iron sharpeneth iron, so really and truly the friction caused upon one piece of iron upon the next. Alright, it helped get that next piece of iron better. Alright, so that come like you provoke one piece of iron, provoking the next one. Or what you're doing, you're causing friction that will actually wear away some of the rust, or the old iron making what that piece of iron better if it's sharpening, as we just say in Trinidad here, cutlass. Some people might say machete, or whatever the case is. All right, or your blade. All right, you're actually making what that piece of iron sharp. All right, so really and truly, when the elders provoke you, take it as a good thing. Don't take it as a thing that one man doing too much. Because really and truly is the most I really gain that decree is really a heavenly decree. And with that I'll say Shalom. Want to give our praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, Ba'Shem Harakwa Kodash, the well on us, the apostles of greatness, and that surely do well. Salutation to Yakan, I push this without the insincerity and truth. Brother Lamar once again saying Shalom.